Welcome back, guys. Hang on, sorry about that. Welcome back. I'm gonna have myself on mute because I'm gonna be focused on this game because it's gonna be a hard game. I want y'all to stay tuned for. I'm gonna play like 3 of these all the way up to week 12 maybe, and yeah, hopefully we get to go to the playoffs. We're 6-1 right now. We're doing good. I'm gonna change my jerseys to like Color Rush. We're gonna go lit up in this game. Let's hope we win this game. I don't know who we lost to. I think we lost to the Bills. I'm not sure. It was a close game, good game. Yeah, 6-1. The Bears are 6-2, as you can see on the bottom left. They're 6-2. We had a bye week last week, so that's why we're 6-1 instead of like 7-1 or 6-2. But yeah, let's get into it.
Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterback standing at 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder.
Through an opening, and there he goes. Touchdown.
Let's go. Touchdown Titans, baby.
A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said. Better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. On first down, Trubisky, and he completes it to Cohen. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. Now we've got whistles, and the man slow to get up here is Jones. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Trubisky to throw again. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The numbers in last week's ball game for Robinson. 5 catches, 52 yards. The throw complete, Trubisky to Miller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is number 1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
Going for it all. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears touchdown. Anthony Miller His 5th touchdown now on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. He's got it, so they take just the 1 here, and that makes it an 8-7 game in the first. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he will have a Titans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And to give this time to the tailback. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
How about that run? Picks up a first down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys' member. Last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in the fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's been doing that a lot recently.
Squaring those shoulders and getting downhill.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities. You get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
This would have been a 54-yard boot had they tried a field goal, but they will not try a field goal. They're going for it. They'll try and run for it. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps them pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. It's caught on the right side of Smith. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. 2nd and 1. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just... short. the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two?
Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. And that takes us from second to third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking for the end zone. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the three, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Bears will get the football back.
Well, I like the chutzpah there, right? They decided to go ahead and fake it and try and pick up a first down. But how about how they executed defensively and smothered that one? I know back from my time frame, everyone has responsibilities, even rushing on a field goal attempt. You've got the tight end, you've got the wing back, you might have the guy out of the backfield. But they executed that well, really stuck to what they needed to do.
It wasn't just 11 guys trying to block it. They were ready, they got it done. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Are you serious?
So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. 2 minutes even in what's been a tight first half. 8-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's the option. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That time they pick up a 24 yards on the keeper. First down.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Their mobile quarterback with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. Steps away to his left. And he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or do you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And you can almost feel Trubisky saying, let's get to the line and hurry up. Now Trubisky lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball is squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now Trubisky on first down.
He'll drop this one down to Cohen.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 42. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. The 30. 10. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
They just had to hold on to the ball.
Huge play for the defense. What a turn of events. They get the fumble return for a touchdown. The last play of the first half.
And how about the defense providing a score, amping up not just themselves, but the entire team as they head into the locker room.
And does that change the locker room speech at half? An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold them under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Malcolm Butler dialed the corner blitz and earned the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt.
Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And they'll They'll spot him at the 3-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you...
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. It's their quarterback. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. 3rd down here. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And able to find Graham, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Here's Trubisky to throw. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Daquan Jones, able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Trubisky to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky, and he'll complete this one to Patterson. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Trubisky will throw. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 12-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Jayon Brown picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears get a bit closer. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now he's going to use his legs. 20! And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So here are the Titans now as they'll again go for 2. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
No. Davis from the top rope. I like it.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
Now it's Patterson.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
Over the middle, complete. That's Robinson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The end result, 21 yards. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. It's caught outright by Graham. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. He is proving his worth defensively, getting the sack here. That comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week, continuing to play at that level. And when you get that kind of confidence going, those kind of guys are hard to stop.
On 3rd down, Trubisky, and he finds Jimmy Graham.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans.
baby.
He's at the 40. He's at the 30.
I need to get my...
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Someone moved, flag is out, that's going to be 5 yards.
And that'll drive coaches crazy. You work all week on dealing with loud crowds, on dealing with motion, and then you have a guy jump.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one. I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurting this. No, okay.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
A throw on the quick slant, going to be complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Christian Fulton, the rookie, picks it.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that rushing touchdown is 4th, puts him just 1 shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he?
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And he will not make it to the goal line as this try for 2 is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Bears in good field position to start out 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing here, Trubisky. This to Graham on the short pass. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky, middle of the field. It's Robinson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Now Trubisky lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is. And I don't know that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Robert Quinn in there to make the sack on what will be the final act in this ball game. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect.
Titans win, baby, with 7-1 in the season.
Every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Titans are winners here as we say...